Oh, that's an interesting subject. What are you doing, darling? Are you now? Now that will be interesting. I look forward to doing that. I really do. That's fascinating. And what are you doing, sir? Oh, are you? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I've looked into it a little bit. I've looked into it a little bit. There's a lady there. What are you doing, Mum?
I'm looking into the way in which the Forestry Commission is the Forestry Commission, which should be involved with protecting and expanding Britain's woodlands and forests,
Is in complete opposite.
with industrialisation,
Absolutely.
national forest estates by commercial greenhouse stations.
Ooh.
In Wales.
In Wales. Beautiful place. Understood. Right. What I was actually getting at was it's fascinating. I'm really pleased you are researching this stuff. I really am. What I'm getting at is how many people didn't put their hands up. Because you haven't got the time, have you, in your busy lives to do anything. And if you haven't got the time, it's because you're too worried about paying council tax, paying the bills, buying food, getting the next telly, what car I'm going to have this year, where I'm going on holiday, what I'm going to get the kids for Christmas. So you haven't got time to look. So a lot of things are done behind your back without you even knowing they're going on. But that's the beauty of it. What a beautiful system. What a simple system. See, Einstein talks about simplicity. He talks about genius. Genius is nothing that's complicated. It's simplicity in its essence. Create the core belief system, get everyone to subscribe to it, and all you won't do for the rest of your lives is defend it. Especially if someone like me comes along and says, oh no, it's not like that. Oh, bog off, you're just a tattooed carpenter. What do you know? Not a great deal. But I know something different to what you do. And we all do, actually. When we're talking to people, we all know something different. If we care to listen. But we use these little things we use a thing in our lives called judgment. We judge. We judge people by the clothes they're wearing. We judge people by the way they look, by the colour of their skin. And that's quite relevant at the moment, considering all the so-called terrorism that's going on. I wonder who really are the terrorists. According to the newspapers and the BBC, we're extremists. CQC has just been labelled as extremists. It's for something we didn't do. We didn't have anything to do with it. It just happens that one of the posters had TPUC written on the bottom of it, so they wanted someone to label. We've been labelled as extremists for targeting Birmingham with swine flu vaccination posters. None of us went there. Nothing to do with us whatsoever. And the BBC have put this all across BBC Midlands. They tried to contact me and Dan 3 times yesterday trying to get a statement from us. What, about something we want nothing to do with? But it's verbatim. It's on the BBC, and everyone believes it. CBC and our extremists. We've just got the best form of advertising for actually doing nothing. And it's something me and Elizabeth used to talk about and joke about, because we knew this little thing. We just had this little joke between us, that the less you do, more happens. And it's absolutely true. The less you do, more happens. And it really does. I don't know if you know this, if we're sort of internet people in here. CBC is this tiny little website. Tiny little thing. It seems to be known by quite a lot of people, but it's a tiny little website. It's just picked up over 70 million hits this month. 17 million hits. It's doubled. And I've got to find a deal. It's going to double again. Now, relatively speaking, that's incredibly small considering how many people there are actually in the world or there is in the country or on the island. But it's a really good sign that we're actually starting to tread on people's toes. I had an invitation from the taxman last week to go to court again. Because he wants £43,000 or something. I'm just not quite sure what he wants. And yeah, exactly. And he's trying to make me bankrupt from a bankrupt company. Now, a lot of you might not understand that, but if you look at the Gold Standards Act and the Bankruptcy Act, you soon will understand that. So the taxman is he's a funny entity to deal with, actually. It's quite funny. And I have a lot of fun with it. So they started to break their own rules, and this is what I was waiting to happen. Because I've known this little thing, I've been doing this, I don't know, some of you might know it, this is why I don't want to do the talk as I normally do it. And it's a thing called no contract return to sender. If you actually define policy, the word policy, it actually means contract. So I know that if anything they're sending me via some form of policy, it's gone through Parliament, then it's contract, and I don't have to accept it, so I just send the bugger back to them and get them to pay the postage. £1.30 to be precise. They don't like me doing it, there's not a lot they can do. So what the taxman did about a year ago is he sent this big wad of documents about this big, and it had this letter on top of it, this big wad of documents, from the High Court down at the Strand, that actually is called the Supreme Court of Justicia, which has been about for a long time. Supreme Courts are not new things, they've been about for ages. I took this and it says, a special order been placed in the Supreme Court, in the High Court down at the Strand, that you have to accept this paperwork through the post. Yeah, right. No contract, and off it bloody goes. I've been away from my family, and my partner is at the back, Ev, and I made massive mistakes when my family was concerned. Because I'm going to talk about that in a bit. And I've been back with my family for a couple of weeks now. I've been near the house. No letters, they have all confirmed this, from the taxman or anybody else, all the time I was away. 2 days after I returned, 2 letters popped through the letterbox. From the taxman. Now, plain white envelopes, like anyone would send. One was recorded, got signed for. One was normal. Looked at the recorded, turned it over, no return address. You can't do that. But there's no return address. Now normally I go into the post office and send something recorded, I'm made to put something on the back, at least the postcode of who sent it. But this isn't, so I'm a bit suspicious, but I don't really deal with suspicion, so it's got to be something of interest. One of you lot might have sent me something. You do send me some quite mad things, believe me. So I opened it up. This is my mate, the taxman. It's another special order from the High Court. This time you have to accept it by recorded mail and normal mail. Oh, bug off. No contract, it's gone back again. These people are stumped if you do not accept this stuff. All you've got to do is know this fact. But there's a little saying that I use, and it is quite simple. Do not step in the water unless you want to get wet. Lawful rebellion is about stepping in the water. If you want to change what we have now, you have to learn to use the ability of one word. And that word is no. That's it. That's all you've got to learn. Say it. No. Oh, yeah, that was really impressive. I'm the troll on the bridge. Yeah, come on, you've got to do better than that. Shivers down my spine. But you've got to learn another ability. You've got to learn to say it politely, with respect, with dignity, all the time. You never, ever, ever get angry. Because they can't deal with you unless you get angry. If you get angry, they'll deal with you, because that's all they're taught. When you apply it, unpleasant, there's nothing they can do. I watched it melt in front of me. It's brilliant. I watched the machine break.